Next we have Paul Stackhouse, who is Curriculum Manager at Burnley College for work-based learning in construction and furniture manufacturing. He's been very active in the curriculum development and training of bespoke courses, working closely with departments across the college to implement their needs following discussion at Senior Employer Advisory Boards. He is the head provider for the LCIS Employer Responsibilities Framework, supporting organisations with apprenticeships, delivery, mapping the employer journey, quality standards and bespoke mentoring. Prior to joining Burnley, Paul was with North Lancs Training Group, D-Side Furniture and, believe it or not, IKEA. Paul, you're on.
No, you left that one. At a certain age you need glasses. Okay, good morning. I think we're still at that time. No, good afternoon. My name is Paul Stackhouse. As I've just said, I'm Curriculum Manager at Burnley College. What I'm going to talk to you about now is about how we've been involved with the training and development of qualifications to meet the needs of industry. In particular, how we've engaged with employers to ensure that we get the right quality and the right depth of training. One of the most important factors that I think I've got to state is that we're very lucky and very fortunate that we have good quality employers that are on our doorstep up in the remote hills of Pendle, particularly Senator and Silent Night. And we've also got the tremendous support from ProSkills who have engaged so effectively with ourselves. Okay. So this was a useful quote which I just thought I'd just put up onto the screen. Basically, it's a powerful message from Nelson Mandela on education. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. And it's such an important aspect when we start to look at how education can be used to its fullest potential. It's a powerful message with regards to the education of young people today. And Nelson Mandela was a tremendous embracer of that statement. This challenge remains the same in providing them and industry with the tools to do this. So how do we as educators do this in ensuring that these needs are met in an ever-changing manufacturing environment of new technology and production methods? The following is the point of view from Burnley College. I must state that Burnley College is an FE institution. It's a recent new build which cost £82 million. We have currently 7,000 students which access the college. Of that, 1,400 are apprentices, of which we have just over 50 that access the college on the furniture making programmes. Okay, this unruly bunch that you see on the screen here is our Furniture Advisory Board members. People that are probably in the room now can see themselves on the photograph. They're not hiding their head in shame. They are actually quite proud to actually be on the screen. This was taken at Silent Night, and this was an initiative that we brought into play around about 2008. In fact, you can see the date on the screen there. So since 2008, industry advisory boards have been the main driver to the development of our curriculum at college to meet the needs of industry. The board meets at least 2 times per year. It's quite unique for a further education institution to embark on an initiative such as this, but we see this as important in engaging in the needs of the furniture industry. Currently sitting on this panel are representatives from local employers and sector skills councils. The Silent Night Group, with Mick sat at the back. The Senator Group, with Carl sat at the front. Nathan Furniture, who is headed by Nicholas Radford, who also supports the college entirely, and REM UK Limited, who are a hair salon manufacturer who make high quality bespoke products, and ProSkills. The benefits of regular meetings enable us to discuss the changing faces of industry, particularly the fusion that is occurring between engineering and furniture making. and to introduce these changes into our curriculum. One point that Nicholas brought to our advisory board was the fact that whatever happens in engineering within 15 years, that makes its way into the furniture manufacturing industry. So you're talking about robotics, you're talking about mechanisation, you're talking about CAD, you're talking about CNC manufacturing and laser cutting. Changes to our curriculum offer have enabled us to deliver a CNC technician apprenticeship developed through the input of the Senator Group, which includes pneumatic maintenance, electrical maintenance and CAD technology. This is a first for the United Kingdom to bring those two sectors together, engineering and furniture, to develop a qualification which is now endorsed. In addition, we have also developed our product design A-level programme that involves product manufacture by also merging engineering with furniture. Now then, Paul, you'll probably recognise this bunch that are on the screen. This photograph was taken in the House of Commons and is testament to the higher apprenticeship programme, and followed a phone call I received from Paul van der Heyde asking for us to go down and represent the northern powerhouse within the furniture manufacturing industry. So pictured are apprentices from the Silent Night Group and the Senator Group who took part in an all-party select committee meeting on education within the furniture industry. All have now progressed onto the higher apprenticeship HNC Level 4 programme. So again, that's testament to their actual development and engaging within the industry. Okay, so working hand in hand with industry, it's important that we continue to engage with industry to ensure that we develop the programmes to meet the needs of local industry. In particular, we've developed a fitted interiors programme, which, as you can see, is sponsored by Blum UK. And in meeting the needs of industry, we are fortunate that those strong links and quality brands are maintained. And that's been supplied, as you can see, through Blum UK Limited. And we've also been sponsored through CD UK Limited, which is also for the development of Korean training and development of Korean work services. Both, as you can see, are used to positively train apprentices in the latest materials, equipment and assembly methods. This is an image of our kitchen fitting bays used for training and assessment. Now, not only do we train apprentices, but it's also important that we keep up to date with our own staff and we keep up to date with our own teachers to make sure our teachers go back into industry, and also to make sure that, like you can see here, we had a CPD training session where Blum UK came into the college and delivered key training to our staff members on the use of their equipment and materials that they kindly sponsored to the college. These are two tutors, as you can see, hands-on, getting stuck in. And similarly, members of core teaching staff have recently spent time at CD UK Limited for CPD and working with Korean, which we see as a new technology moving forward for moving into industry, as we see Korean as the next smart material to be working with within furniture. So the future, as we can see, and as we've spoken for some time now, this morning everybody's mentioned about Trailblazers and the initiatives that Trailblazers are taking the forefront now, but Silent Night leads the way on the apprenticeship initiative with Trailblazers. And you've probably noticed Thomas before as one of the faces that was on the Westminster photograph. An example of how apprenticeships can work. He is now in his second year on the higher apprenticeship programme. Yes, apprenticeships are changing, but changing to meet what industry actually wants their employees to be trained to do. rather than forced upon them. This in itself will require a change in the way colleges and training institutions engage with employers, as for the first time the employer holds what I will call the purse strings. When the Richards Review came out from government, Richards identified that the customer focus needed to change, and it needed to change to go directly to the employer. Training establishments like ourselves will need to think carefully about how we engage with employees and employers. Currently, the number of institutions within the United Kingdom offering furniture apprenticeship training are few. This is a challenge in itself and will require different models of delivery to be considered. These could include practical training within the company plus block release and distance learning for delivery of the theory for companies not within commutable distance. Practical training and theory training, day release at college for companies within commutable distance. Or practical training and grouped theory training for local companies, day release in the workplace for companies not within commutable distance. Again, these are for discussion further within the Trailblazer steering groups, which will continue to develop further. And that's it. Thank you very much.